It's really a pleasure to be here today. So I'd like to thank Your Excellencies and ambassadors and friends, whoever are here today. It's a privilege to be here today, and I want to thank Mr. Danzo from African Investors and Mrs. Samuel. It's an honor to participate in the panel where we have we can enhance infrastructure development, which is indispensable to economic development in Africa. I'm here as the chairman of the Hinduja group of companies. We are a very diversified group in different verticals, among these power, energy, and transport, education sector development of infrastructure. We also active in development of banking and financial services and business processes, outsourcing, call centers, and we are proud of creating many excellent high-skilled jobs in these sectors. We operate under my father's principle, which is a key success of our group. Work to give, my word is a bond, act local, think global. Partnership for growth, advance fearlessly. We have played a vital role in development India's infrastructure over the past couple of decades. We have built significant wind farms in India. We are also constructing now a 1,000 megawatt coal plant in coast of eastern India in Visakhapatnam, which will really, end of the year, is nearly getting to be under the program of inauguration. These projects do need government involvement. That's a key point in ensure consistency of taxation, consistency of regulation, consistency of regarding zoning, and access to the low-cost finance. This also links for the Africa. Another area that we know well is transport. Through our company, Ashok Leyland, we have built not just buses, but appropriately engineered buses for rugged road conditions, which we have in Africa. Everybody is facing big problems because of the infrastructure. We have provided these at an affordable price, and we have also provided affordable and easy to serve the spare parts. However, we have been content to supply the goods. We have been instrumental in training drivers, training mechanics in safe and efficient practices. Furthermore, we have designed bus systems so that now 77 million people in India are using our buses for transport throughout India. The knowledge and experience we developed in India, we have transferred elsewhere, and also we are continually transferring to Africa also in many countries. We have designed transport systems, supplied the buses, part maintenance centers like Bangladesh and Sri Lanka, which anybody who sometime likes to visit these places, you can see Ashok Leyland name is already going around these places. Today, however, I want to highlight opportunities for the private sector in Africa. We believe our experience in India is both relevant and transferable knowledge to Africa. Incidentally, we know about obstacles and not just opportunities from India, and our work is far from complete there. Opportunities abound in many places, to be sure. Africa is truly open for business today in the way that it may be been so readily in the past. It is more interconnected with the world. Government are more open and transparent, and the population is younger and more educated. Communication costs are lower and lower. The group has already leveraged our experience of India in Africa. Specifically, we have used our transport sector experience gained in Lagos. In India, Africa, we have developed bus rapid transit system under the aegis of World Bank and authorized by the Lagos state government, which is running profitably, and this program has been supervised by the World Bank, and we would very much like, if this method or this program has been successful, why not World Bank should continue the same pattern, same model in other African countries to improve the transport system. This I will emphasize to all our friends who are in the panel. who are focusing on the World Bank should go and visit. And this is why the transport ministers are visiting now Nigeria to see how this system is functioning and how we have done it. And they are very happy about what they have been not doing for so many years. This program started in 2007. Local firms to assemble buses. We are opening a fleet of municipal vehicles, including sanitation vehicles in Ghana, planning to develop the same in Nigeria and Rwanda. We have also supplied to Gabon and Tanzania and Angola. We have also significant experience in the power sector in India. Harnessing of the energy sources, including alternative energy power generation and transmission. This is surely a critical area of opportunity. Demand will not decrease anytime soon, as both population and energy consumptions per capita is bound to increase. Yet supply cost will technically advance, should be stable to decrease. The Hinduja Group stands ready to assist in developing these projects based on our Indian experience. The building and expansion of ports, faster flows of goods in out of country to another area where demand is apparent, where investment opportunity is abound. Once again, if government can provide a consistency and perhaps, or more important, avoid the temptation of corruption and take anti-corruption measures, there can be many profitable opportunities for the private sector. Key to success is the private sector is a partnership between public, private sector, creating stable investors, friendly climate, provide for speed and reliability of decisions making, reducing corruption via transparency. Yesterday, Dr. Kim, I had a pleasure of meeting him, and he also mentioned that private and partnership in his speech should be the key point of the future World Bank's changes which are happening. With due to the sort of opportunity, growth increasingly educated, connected populations provides business will come even, long-term investments, provide borrowings cost are kept low and return high and compensate for the length for the time capital is tied up. For the largest project, it is not just capital or even mainly capital that is required a technical expertise. The best way for ensuring projects don't wither with having been announced in through multilateral partnership. A company such of ours, based of operations in emerging economy, faced with similar opportunities in overcoming these earning successful returns as well as successful experience in partnership with companies and government through the world is well suited to provide the expertise. Western countries, both public and private sector, if we need the debt of the equity capital can also be provided in the biggest project in host countries in critical supplies in the right sort of environment. As investors, friendly environment where others can feel confidence in investing the long term. These days, there's need to be, they supply, they can also invest funds themselves. Perhaps based is rapidly growing sovereign funds from the resources sales. In the long-term growth, the development of countries' infrastructure, the water systems, the electricity grid, the industrialist park, these investments social, having in turn lays the foundation of private sector's investment. At the same time, local companies can gain knowledge and expertise and serve in ground bidding by participating in these projects. Finally, the World Bank and the other international government and development agencies can has technically experts, referees from all regular publishes development scorecards, ensuring fairness, proper ethics, transparencies, accountabilities, providing confidence by investing portion of their own funds in select partnership, not to duplicate, but to partner with the private sector. I'd like to forward to your comments. Last not but the least, Indian families have been in Africa for last 100 years. Africans welcome India. India is their home. And we would very much like the programs, what's happening in South Africa. Gandhi came from South Africa. People are following, and the growth of South Africa, growth of Nigeria, Ghana, every part of Africa, you will find the Indian families are all around. So we would very much welcome the partnership, growth in all the business houses who are big, successful business houses should have a conference with the World Bank. A forum should be organized with the World Bank where all the rich African companies should come here with the Indian business houses and combine together and create a big world change and Africa to make a paradise in the world. Thank you very much.
Okay. Well, thank you. We have a vision.
Doing business in Africa. You can't afford to be without Africa Investor.